by Giants Beats.
Knowing them personally, I know he'd wanted me to come out here and try to ball and, still just be great. So, that's what I tried to do tonight.
Can you describe the mood amongst your teammates?
Everybody's sad, you know what I mean? Words can explain his impact he had on this floor. The emotional impact he had on everybody, you know what I mean? We're a team from LA, so we know LA's history with him. And, it's just sad.
It seemed like both teams tonight, both the Clippers and the Magic, came out a little out of sorts, probably because of the news today. What was the key in getting you guys to recover and to win this game and end the road trip on a positive?
Before the game, we ran out the clock 24 seconds, for Kobe, and then they got a half-court violation, 8 seconds to do a tribute towards him. So, just things like that would just, keep the game out of whack. And, like I said, just, you end up getting your adrenaline running, and you just got to play basketball. That's our job. But, it's sad. He's going to be missed.
I'm twice as old as a kid, But this kid right here, mark my words, is going to be unbelievable.
Please put your hands together for Kobe Bryant.
Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to shot.
I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself, disgusted at myself for making a mistake of adultery.
I know where you're going. You gotta get up quick. If you knew where I was going, why you go for the fake? Mike, after you fake the ball, where else you gonna go? You left your feet. Yeah, but where else you gonna go? In the game, I go for you. I spun all the way around. I go for these ribs right here.
He fakes the ball. You're not going to get into the head of Kobe Bryant.
Chance of winning when he's on the floor. You talk about a guy with an absolute killer instinct. The Mamba. Strike him again.
Nelson Baylor's Laker record. For 3 again. Yes! Bryant again going to work, falls down. So Kobe Bryant cannot continue. A 60-point game for Kobe Bryant.
And I think that was one of the benefits of being an athlete that was always overlooked, in my opinion. It forced me to work harder. You know, look, I always try to outwork people, right? That's just how I made my mark. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come to the Staples Center because we're playing. This is when the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq. Okay, this is like the championship Lakers. So you know, I'm gonna get there at 3 o'clock, and I want to make sure I make 400 made shots before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. Who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. And so I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still heard the ball bouncing. I looked down, I'm like, this guy's still working out? He was working out. Like, it looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here. And he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant, lazy. He's doing like game moves, you know? I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, oh, let's see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch another 25 minutes. And he got done. I said, okay, I think I've seen enough. Go play, you know, come back, get in the sauna, get ready for the game. That game, he drops 40 on us, okay? And after the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. I have to understand, like, why he works like that. Right. So after the game is over, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. and I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Wow.
You inspire me to be better. Right. And it was the first time I started to see this level of competitiveness where I said, I need to start doing more. Right. Wow. But you never get better if you're not willing to put in the time.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? I hope everybody had a beautiful day today. I hope everybody's been doing something positive. Which I just saw is something that I've been putting together. I'm gonna do a tribute, BBN tribute to Kobe. And there's some things that I'm putting together all week. I'm gonna show different aspects, or I'm gonna show different parts of the actual project that I'm putting together. And then hopefully by the weekend I'll have everything together and I'll be able to put it out, and everybody will be able to see what we're doing over here at the BBN in regards to the loss of Kobe Bryant. We have more information on that today, also regarding the pilot. We have more information on that. But before we get that, we still have to get the channel business, as always. And I would want to give I missed it this morning. My apologies, Home Team Network. I want to give a shout out to Home Team Network. I missed it this morning with the dub drive. I missed it this morning. My apologies, my brother. Let's give him a thumbs up. Can I give a thumbs up? What the hell was that about? Okay, so. Oh, I replied already. All right, I already gave him a thumbs up. Shout out to that. Also, he's sponsoring this video tonight. Obviously, everybody that gives a dub drive, you get in consideration for the next one. He's the only one that gave a dub drive, so he's sponsoring our Kobe video tonight. Shout out to Home Team Network. Always appreciate all support that the channel is giving. Salute to you, my brother. That's a whole fact. Let's go through roll call real quick. I want to know how y'all doing out there. Let me know. You already know what it is. Let's go through roll call. What's up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? How you doing today? She said, hey, everybody, salute. You already know what it is, baby girl. What up, Benjamin Segal? Hey, can I get bags? The third person that commented caught all the bags to all the faces. I hit him with the Mamba bags. So could we get Mamba bags over here for homeboy who thought it was funny to make fun of anyone that died so tragically? What up, Miguel Pineda? How you doing today? What up, Trey Paul? Funny thing is, Trey Paul said someone dumbed down the video already. But when he said that, there was no thumbs down. I was busy over here watching, like, where's the thumbs down at? Anyway, it popped up a couple of moments after he wrote that, so shout out to that. What up, Omar Alazar? How you doing today? What up, Miguel Pineda? Miguel says the coronavirus has affected at least 4,000 people confirmed. We should probably start speaking on the coronavirus also. What up, The Few? What up, Big June? How you doing today? What up, who we got up in here? DZ, Shay Lacey, how you doing? What up, Small? How you doing, Small Game? What up, Greedy Pez? What's up? How you doing today? Who else we got up in here? What up, Gully Boy, Lex, BX, DSTN? DSTN says, what up, BBN fam? Hope you had a safe day. Hope everybody had a safe day. That's a whole fact. Who else we got up in here? Shay Lacey says RIP to Kobe and Gigi, the other victims. There are a lot of other victims. We will have something on that in the tribute also. That's a whole fact. What up, Do or Die? Do or Die says Kobe will always be realer than LeBron James because Kobe stuck with one team his whole career, LA Lakers. Maybe the thing that LeBron was faithful to wasn't the team. Maybe LeBron was more faithful to other aspects, like how his family was feeling in whatever cities, or his business partners, and how moving from one team or another might positively affect them. So I'm really with the players stay with one team. I'm with that. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, we don't know why an athlete might make a decision just because we draft the player. We don't own them. They have the right to try to live a happy life also, my brother. Shout out to you, though. I ain't mad at you, though. Just so we can be clear. I hope the Knicks get some players worth keeping. Zingis just left. I don't even want to get into it. Anyway, what up, Shy Murder? She says that was beautiful, Frost. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna. There's some stuff. There's a lot that was actually left out. I might have to clip a couple of things together, and we see how it's gonna work out. So the finished product is gonna look a lot different. What up, King Gooch? Terrence Brown, how you doing? What up, Fly Guy? Ron Durr, how you doing? What's up, Ron Durr? He said, good evening, Frost. What a way to start the show, considering we should always consider others. And I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Okay, so there was a thing that Kobe Bryant says, or they say that Kobe Bryant says. I'm going to show y'all what it is right now, because this is what I mean by sometimes you can't be upset at somebody when they don't think like you. Everybody isn't meant to think the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? So some people are just meant to think different. It is what it is. So Biggs Burke posted this. Right? This is Biggs Burke post. Biggs. I know who Biggs is. Biggs is Jay-Z guy. Do y'all read that? Can you see what that says? It says the most important thing is to try to inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. That is the same exact thing that I keep telling everybody, that look, when we're helping somebody else be the best person that they could be, at that moment, we're the best person that we could be. You understand what I'm saying? Same exact philosophy. What's the most important thing is to try to inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. Same philosophy, different wording. Appreciate you, Fly Guy. He likes the hoodie. Ghost Gun says, what up, Frost? Nice to see you again. I don't remember the name, but shout out to you, Ghost Gun. What up, Frost? Nice to see you again. R.I.P. Kobe. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing fine. Appreciate you. What up, Source E. Banks? I haven't seen you in a long time. Praying for the Bryant family and all the lives lost. We all are. What up, C. Graph? Praying for all the families and all the lives that were lost, and all of the families that are part of those lives that were lost. Absolutely. Whether it's friend or actually blood relative, or relative so close that y'all are relative. Feel me? What up, Derek Graham? Kobe Bryant was a great ball player also. Yes, she was. That's a whole fact. Kobe wasn't drafted to LA. That's a whole fact. Kobe was actually drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, and the Charlotte Hornets traded him, I believe, for, was it LeBron Odom? Or no, he went in the trade. I forgot who he got traded for, but he got traded for somebody. I forgot who it is. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment. So yeah, you're right, Mr. Dap. Kobe wasn't drafted to LA. That's just a fact. So his point is, why would he have to stay in LA? That was the point he was trying to make, whether you picked up on the subtext or not. Who else we got up in here? What up, Lambo? What up, Sule? How you doing, Sule? What up, Michael Phillips? What up, Noble T. Patterson Bay? Salute. You already know, my brother. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Ron Durr with the $5 drive. No comment. Y'all already know what no comment mean. He in here starting trouble early. Shout out to Ron Durr. Starting trouble early. What up, Dice TV? Dice TV says, what up, bro? Hoodie Fly, I appreciate you. It is what it is. Did I get the message on IG? Let me check right now. I don't believe I got the message. Shout out to world famous Peter Method. Go check out his channel. He got a channel? Go check it out. He got some nice stuff up in there. Go check it out. I did not get it. World famous Peter Method. No, I didn't actually. When did you send this? I did not. This is my first time seeing it. You know it's my first time seeing it because the damn thing would have said seen already. So you already know it's my first time seeing it. No, you just sent that at 7 too. So no, that was my first time seeing that message. But everybody, go check out world famous Peter TV. He got some nice things over there. You might want to subscribe. If not anything else, go check him out. Give him a like and some views. You feel me? He's always in here supporting this channel. He part of the BBN fam. Let's go show him some love. What up, Rebel Zoe? Haven't seen you in a long time. What up, Bree? Very happy to have Bree in the house. Could we all throw some bags for Bree? But the good bags, though. We're not hitting her with the bags. We're throwing the bags in celebration. Make sure that we're clear on that. What up, Deshaun Ragsdale? Shout out to Big Boy with the $5 drive. And I'm not sure what the happy faces are for. You're going to have to explain those. I think he's in disguise. I'm not 100% sure. Who else we got up in here? One Nation. What up, One Nation Entertainment? Who else we got up in here? How you doing, Lovely E? Always a pleasure to have you come through. That's a whole fact. All right, so we at the end. That's it. All right, so I definitely appreciate everybody for pulling up with us tonight. We got a couple of things we're going to talk about, obviously. But before we actually get all the way into it, once again, I want to just give a quick, yes, we're going right in on the pilot right now. Just give me 1 second. Right before we start, actually, we want to give thanks to the Morning Coffee Awards. Everybody who got the Morning Coffee Awards today, and the only person today with the Morning Coffee Awards is Home Team Network. Salute the Home Team Network. I did a salute with my hand. I know y'all can't see me, but I did salute them. I just want y'all to know that real quick. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read this article. I'm going to go to the TMZ article. First thing we're going to do is go look at this TMZ article real quick. Because I don't want to beat around the bush. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, the first TMZ article we're gonna look at is this one. Check this out. Helicopter didn't have a black box. For everybody that don't know, every like thing, I think submarines have them too. So I don't really want to say every airplane, but every airplane you see, every helicopter you see, all got a black box. That's just in case something does happen. So there's a record of what happened, mainly in the flight, the cockpit, and with the instruments. So they have a record of what happened. So they know when it was at, what altitude, how much fuel it had, if there was a leak, something was wrong. The black box tells you. So I just want to point this out. It is extremely fishy and odd for any plane or anything like that to go down and there be no black box. So before we even start this article, I just want to start the night off to say the helicopter didn't have a black box. You could do what you want with that information. Okay, boom, boom. It goes on to say, the NTSB revealed the helicopter was not equipped with a black box, nor did it require to have one. So now, this is, well, I've just learned something. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about this. As far as I know, these things, there's a reason why they're supposed to have a black box. This is basically one of the reasons. So this particular plane did not even have a black box, nor was it required. There was, however, an iPad on board used for flight itinerary, weather conditions, and other flight elements that investigators will look at. The NTSB is also asking the public for photos of the weather in the area Sunday morning to determine flying conditions. So real quick, this is something that some of y'all might not know. The actual helicopters that the police use were put away. Basically, the police had like a no flying thing going for them because the weather was so bad, it was deemed that it was unsafe for helicopters. So the police helicopters. So basically, they're telling people in LA if they want to commit crimes, do it on foggy days. I'm not trying to even be funny because I'm not even trying to be funny because they can't fly when the weather's bad. Anyway, so the weather was bad. Other pilots had actually decided not to go. And from what I'm hearing, I believe they were going to one of the games, his daughter's game. I'm always putting people up on game all the time. Every time I see a loophole. Because at the end of the day, you gotta know your audience. Anyway, the LAPD Sheriff's Office has created a perimeter around the crash site. Officers on ATVs, horseback. They said that NTSB is minutes away from the press conference about the crash. We will have the whole thing live there. So real quick, before we even go any further, I want to say this much. From what we know now, this particular plane was not equipped with a black box, nor was it necessary for this helicopter, nor was it necessary for it to have a black box. That's actually pretty interesting. All right, so it goes on to say the pilot was carrying Kobe Bryant and his daughter and 6 other passengers got in big trouble with fog. They seemed to abort the trip and tried returning home, barely clearing one mountain range, but never slowed down. This, according to the flight tracker and several experienced helicopter pilots in the LA area. Now, I just told you what it says right there. I'm pretty sure y'all got your own ideas of what you think this meant. Y'all can put it in the comment section. But it's a private helicopter. But this is one thing that I'm going to say probably happened. They was flying, thought they could make it. When they realized they couldn't make it and they turned around, they was too in the middle of the damn fog. That's literally what it sounds like to me that happened. They was going, they figured they might be able to make it, and then by the time the helicopter turned around and tried to come back, the fog was moving quicker than them. They was already in the middle of the fog. So while he's coming back, his visibility was really bad. On top of that, they saying that they was using a Apple something as a for the itinerary, the flight itinerary. They was using the Apple, whatever the hell. So that means that it didn't have a flight box. So if it, the black box. So if it didn't have a black box, could that in some way inhibited the pilot from being able to even determine how far he was from the mountains? You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I'm not 100% about helicopters. That's probably something to look into. But maybe it not having a black box created a different problem. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, we ain't to that part yet. Why is people always, you see me reading the damn thing, but you're gonna talk about the article before I get to the part where I'm reading it? Like, why would you do that? Like, why can't we discuss the thing we're talking about? Alright, whatever. Alright. Sha Murder says allegedly he was specifically trained and highly skilled specifically for foggy weather, and that might be why he thought that they could make it. Adrian Thomas said the black box is a recorder, not an instrument. Okay, that's good to know. I was assuming that it was recording, but I was also kind of assuming that maybe the instruments are a little bit different if it doesn't even have to have a black box. If that makes sense. Maybe something is going. I don't trust the fact that the helicopter doesn't have a black box. I don't trust that. I don't care. You can feel however you want to feel about it, but I'm not getting in a car with no seatbelts. I don't trust the fact that the helicopter don't got a black box. I mean, to keep it the fact, like, it's not like if you crash in a helicopter, you're gonna survive. I'm not even trying to be funny, honestly. If you crash in a helicopter, you're not gonna survive. Why wouldn't that have a black box? Anyway, what up, Angel? If that makes any sense, why? I guess I'm thinking about it in a different manner in which you're thinking about it, but it's okay. The pilot of the helicopter carrying Kobe Bryant and his daughter and 6 other passengers got into big trouble with fog. They seemed to abort the trip and try returning home, barely clearing one mountain range, but never slowed down. This according to the flight track and several experienced helicopter pilots in the LA area. As we reported, the pilot had to circle near the downtown area near the LA Zoo for 15 minutes because of bad weather ahead, as we reported. So he was trying to go to wherever he was trying to go. Couldn't go that way because the weather was so bad. Then he had to start doing circles. Then he had to start circling. So I think he flew too far into the fog. I could be wrong. I think he flew too far into the fog. And like they said, he's an experienced pilot. Quite frankly, probably one of the best pilots out there. He's flying Kobe Bryant. I mean, we can't question his flight skills. I'm pretty sure Kobe got the best. As reported, the pilot had to circle in the downtown area near the LA Zoo for 15 minutes because of bad weather ahead. As we reported, the LAPD had grounded its helicopter fleet because of fog at around the same time Kobe's helicopter took off. The pilot was following a visual flight plan. Black box is a GPS? Wait, hold on. The black box is a GPS? I know the black box has a GPS so you can find it. As we reported, wait, hold on. The pilot was following a visual flight plan. I know G Stoner said it is a GPS. I know it has a GPS so it could be found. I don't know about a black box being a GPS. The pilot was following a visual flight plan and was cleared by the tower to proceed north towards Thousand Oaks, where Kobe was taking his daughter for a basketball game. When he got to the Calabasas area, the fog became blinding. As we reported, the pilot was too low at 1,250 feet. The pilots we spoke with say it's clear. Based on the abrupt change in the flight tracker, the pilot panicked and quickly ascended to 2,000 feet. We're told he cleared a mountain range by 100 feet. I'm going to assume that that's not enough room to clear like, I'm gonna assume that was close the way they're saying it. Black boxes recording also tells what happened before the crash. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I don't know. The other dude was saying something. It is what it is. And the pilots we spoke with say he was too low. He almost certainly saw the tops of the mountains. The pilots we spoke with, all of whom have extensive experience, say based on the flight tracker and the accident scene, they believe the pilot felt he had cleared all of the mountains and was proceeding to head back down when he hit another mountain. The pilot clearly did not know there were mountains ahead because he actually descended from 2,000 feet to 1,700 feet, presumably to go under the fog. Even more baffling, we've been told the pilot was extremely experienced flying in that area and was even a flight instructor. One seasoned helicopter pilot told TMZ he could not understand why Kobe pilot would have maintained a speed of 161 knots in such dense fog. One of the benefits of a helicopter is you can go much slower, even 15 miles an hour, to gingerly avoid terrain if uncertain. Our sources say the chopper was sophisticated and had an altitude warning signal to pull up, but it was too late. As we said, he was doing 161 knots and didn't slow down. The helicopter hit the mountain at that speed. Several of the pilots we spoke with say the pilot should have gone up to clear the fog rather than down. To that end, we told the pilot could have slowed down to almost stop as he turned, but he didn't. Okay, can I say one thing? It sounds like this was actually avoidable. Is it me, or does this sound like this was avoidable? First of all, he flew directly into the mountain. Just so we could be clear, so everybody can know exactly what happened. The plane didn't flip out of the sky. He flew, he was high, the mountain was low, and he flew directly into the mountain. Ron Durr said, I don't know if this is just what Ron Durr is saying. I'm saying Ron Durr's thing. I heard they was late. Ron Durr heard they were late for the tournament and they were rushing the pilot and got nervous because VIPs was on board. I'm pretty sure if that's Kobe's pilot, that's Kobe's pilot. If you understand what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Kobe pilot, that's Kobe's pilot. They definitely should not have flown, in my opinion. I think the fog wasn't over the mountain. So when he's trying to go under the fog, when he finally gets under the fog, then they seen the mountain. That's a possibility. That's what I think happened. Wait, Gooch said what over 10 years? What happened over 10 years, Gooch? He said something. I don't know what the other thing is. He just said mistake by pilot. All right. Oh, he been Kobe's pilot for 10 years? Over 10 years? Yeah, that was Kobe's pilot. So my point is, saying he felt nervous because VIPs was aboard, you've been flying Kobe around for 10 years. I'm pretty sure who's going to make you nervous? Like, who on board is going to make you nervous? Kobe's the most famous person that was on board. Who else is gonna make? He's not. You're not getting nervous. You understand what I'm saying? No, I don't know what happened. I hope. I don't know what happened. See, there's no box. You understand what I'm saying? There's no black box. I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be some kind of weird theories out there, like somebody drugged dude, and dude was drugged, so they was flying, and then that's what really happened. Exactly, he is the VIP. Ain't nobody getting on Kobe's plane that's gonna be more of a VIP than Kobe. Who? Who's gonna get on Kobe's jet and be more of a VIP than Kobe? This particular helicopter did not have to have a black box. They had bad fog for 3 days. Well, I'll acknowledge that conspiracies exist, but often when I hear conspiracy theories, I see a lot of holes in the theories that people are trying to use. But I will discuss that one exists. We could discuss that, but I'm not really a conspiracy guy. I think a lot of times people just believe conspiracies because they don't want to take personal responsibility for actions in their own lives. So it had to have been something else. So people just get used to blaming other shit on other things. That's what I think. I could be wrong though. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I think that whenever you have somebody of any kind of real notary, anybody that's notariable like Kobe Bryant, there's gonna be theories around his death because there's gonna be so many people that's gonna be sad that he's gone. Get it? There's gonna be so many people that's gonna be sad that he's gone. There's gonna be so many people that it's gonna affect negatively. So I believe that you're just gonna have conspiracies. It is what it is. It's gonna be a ton of them. I heard there's people blaming LeBron James somehow. Somehow they're blaming LeBron James now. His whole shit is effed up. Which I gotta understand. This f's LeBron James up. This doesn't make the LeBron James situation better in LA at all, in my opinion. Maybe in about 2 or 3 years, after people get over the death of Kobe, then, but there might be people that will just never accept him now, period. So so everybody that has a conspiracy theory that LeBron James is behind this, you are, in my opinion, first of all, you can't tell by the way that LeBron James, that he was mentored by Kobe. Like, you don't see that. You don't see by the way that LeBron James moved that he was mentored by Kobe. Like, that's what it looks like to me. Not that that means anything, but, that's just what it looks like to me. I mean, what's autopsy is going to tell you? The autopsy would be able to tell us if the pilot had anything in his system, if he was intoxicated of any kind. But yeah, LeBron, but I had seen people throwing out conspiracy theories like LeBron had something to do with this, or it was some kind of Illuminati in LeBron. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, this hurts LeBron more than any. Okay, so we're not talking about his family, obviously. All right, and we're not talking about anybody who's in an actual business arrangement with him. We're not talking about them, okay? Just so we can be clear. But with the exception of family, friends, and business associates, this is gonna hurt LeBron James more than anyone else because he's never gonna be able to live up to Kobe now. What up, Marsha? What up, Susan Bortz? He's never going to be able to live up to Kobe now. Never. I have no idea why the FAA allowed the helicopter to fly. You would have to speak with the FAA. I don't know if they have to approve flight plans of helicopters. This helicopter didn't even have to have a black box, so maybe this helicopter was exempt from other things also. And that's what I'm gonna assume. That this particular helicopter was exempt. In the beginning of the video, we played the clip. I'm gonna play that clip again. I hope everybody stays for it. This is part of a tribute that we're putting together here at the BBN for Kobe Bryant. I hope you enjoy it.
Knowing him personally, I know he wanted me to come out here and try to ball and, still just be great. So, that's what I tried to do tonight.
Can you describe the mood amongst your teammates?
Everybody's sad, you know what I mean? Words can explain his impact he had on this floor. The emotional impact he had on everybody, you know what I mean? We're a team from LA, so we know LA's history with him. And, it's just sad.
It seemed like both teams tonight, both the Clippers and the Magic, came out a little out of sorts, probably because of the news today. What was the key in getting you guys to recover and to win this game and end the road trip on a positive?
Before the game, we ran out the clock 24 seconds, for Kobe, and then they got a half-court violation, 8 seconds to do a tribute towards him. So, just things like that would just, keep the game out of whack. And, like I said, just, you end up getting your adrenaline running, and you just got to play basketball. That's our job. But, it's sad. He's going to be missed.
I'm twice as old as a kid, But this kid right here, mark my words, it's going to be unbelievable.
Please put your hands together for Kobe Bryant. Thank you, Kobe.
Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to shot.
I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself, disgusted at myself for making a mistake of adultery.
I know where you're going. You gotta get up quick. If you knew where I was going, why you go for the fake? Mike, after you fake the ball, where else you gonna go? You left your feet. Yeah, but where else you gonna go? In the game, I go for you. I spun all the way around. I go for these ribs right here.
He fakes the ball. You're not going to get into the head of Kobe Bryant.
No chance of winning. When he's on the floor, you talk about a guy with an absolute killer instinct. The Mamba. Strike him again.
Nelson Baylor's Laker record. Yes! Bryant again going to work, falls down. So Kobe Bryant cannot continue. A 60-point game for Kobe Bryant.
And I think that was one of the benefits of being an athlete that was always overlooked, in my opinion. It forced me to work harder. I always try to outwork people, right? That's just how I made my mark. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come to the Staples Center because we're playing. This is when the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq. Okay, this is like the championship Lakers. So I'm gonna get there at 3 o'clock. And I want to make sure I make 400 made shots before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. Who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. And so I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still heard the ball bounce. I look down, I'm like, this guy's still working out? So he was working out. It looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here. And he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant, lazy. He's doing game moves, I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch. Another 25 minutes. And he got done. I said, okay, I think I've seen enough. Go play, come back. get in the sauna, get ready for the game. That game, he drops 40 on us, okay? And after the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. I have to understand, like, why he works like that. So after the game is over, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Wow.
You inspire me to be better. Right. And it was the first time I started to see this level of competitiveness where I said, I need to start doing more. Right. Wow. But you never get better if you're not willing to put in the time.
Like I said, we got more that we putting together. There's a couple of there's a lot more we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about the relationship between him and his daughter. I think that's important. Obviously, early in his career also, but this particular part that I just showed y'all about the tribute that we're trying to put together, that I'm trying to put together, we're trying to put together. One of the things that I want to point out is that it definitely spoke about, like when I hear these guys talk about Kobe. One of the things that they're talking about is a winner. They're talking about somebody who leads by example. I'm not trying to throw shots at nobody, but a while back I heard somebody talking about leadership and being a leader and wanting to be a leader. And I think that sometimes people don't know what actual leadership skills are. And Kobe exhibited leadership skills as far as he put in the work, period. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't drag somebody with you, but if I show you what to do and then you can go apply it, then now we can work together, if that makes sense. So being somebody myself that I think I've often shared some of, whatever bullshit information or knowledge I might have on something, on different subjects or whatever the case is. I always feel good when I see other people who I consider to be leaders, that have similar attributes that I have, even though I'm not calling myself anything, and I'm not saying I am or I am not. What I am saying is I feel blessed and I feel honored to have the type of mentality that Kobe has. The I'm not gonna hate on you to win mentality. I'm gonna outwork you and just be better than you mentality. You understand what I'm saying? Like that I could respect. That I could respect. Like that's what Kobe is about. Kobe is about, I'm gonna outwork you. Kobe isn't about, I'm gonna talk shit about you to the whole world, to everybody hate you. You understand what I'm saying? Kobe isn't about trying to put sugar in your race car's gas tank. Kobe isn't about trying to, I don't know, I was gonna say use steroids. I don't think he's used steroids, but you understand what I'm saying. Kobe isn't about cheating to get results. Kobe is about working hard to get results, and that's one of the things that we speak about on this channel often. Sometimes y'all reach out to me, and I always love it. Sometimes y'all reach out to me and like on IG or whatever the case might be, and y'all tell me about like businesses that y'all be deciding to get involved in that be dope as shit, and that always makes me feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes when I get hit by one of y'all and y'all tell me about how you got this, this business that you didn't want to do, but now you finally got up the courage to go do it, and being in this particular community and being around the people that's here, like Mr. Dap, like a Bree, like a Vix, like a Big Boy, like a Black Wall, you be up in here too, like DSTN, he be up here damn yeah every single night, like a Susan Ports Burdell, like a DZ, be up here often, Angel Crispin, be up here often. You understand what I'm saying? Like being around our energy and shit like this is sometimes encourage people to do other shit in their life. You know what I'm saying? To take steps in their life that they might not have, felt the courage to or to do previously. So that always applauds me and makes me feel good. So when I hear that Kobe Bryant's wait, what? I'm so sorry. So when I hear that Kobe Bryant's motto is this, literally, this is one of Kobe Bryant's saying, the most important thing is to try to inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. When I hear that Kobe Bryant says that, and I know for a fact that I say, when you're helping somebody else be the best person that they could be, at that moment, you're being the best person that you could be. That shows me that, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing something right just in my life by attempting to encourage people the best way that I know how. So definitely salute to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all for liking. And even though we got 125 people in here and only 43 likes, I don't know why it's only 43, but you know, whatever. I still definitely appreciate all of y'all, and that's a whole fact. I just wanted to say that because once again, we don't never know when our day is gonna be. Give people their flowers while they still here. Spend more time loving, less time hating. More time making yourself accessible, less time running. You feel me? We just as a culture spend a lot of spend a lot of time running away from the things that we really want. We really do. Shout out to Hennessy, Carolina, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm just gonna whatever. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Shout out to Hennessy, Carolina.
I used to play the Halloween theme song over and over and over in my headphones. Pre-game. Seriously. And it was important that it was Michael Myers because the mask itself was void of emotion. Void of emotion. It has nothing to do with pressure, has nothing to do with hype, has nothing to do with camaraderie. It's stone cold killer. And I would listen to that song over and over and over again. That's when you know you better run, because that's what a lot of people did. Yeah, it's like coming out. You know, it's gonna be a tough night. Story. Yeah.
Yeah. She was skinny. She getting a little weight now. Shout out to her. Hope she's doing it real though. Hope she's doing it the real way though. No, she's not. Hope she's not. You know, the real way. I'm telling you, in a couple of years, real body's natural thickness is gonna come back in a couple of years. I'm telling you, a couple of years, natural thickness is gonna come back. Once we start getting people eating a little bit less fast food, watch, natural thickness is gonna come back. I'm telling you. Because that's the actual problem. Eating food that don't do anything for our bodies. We're going to move to the next topic if y'all don't mind. I want to discuss this Nicki Minaj situation. Y'all ready for that? What up, Liberty Hazelton? Yo, y'all ready for the Nicki Minaj? I want to discuss this Nicki Minaj thing. Y'all good with that? We're going to discuss this Nicki Minaj thing. Once again, shout out to the sponsor of the video tonight, Home Team Network. Shout out to Home Team Network. That's the sponsor for the video tonight. Let's move on to this Nicki Minaj thing, right? And there's a couple of things I want to say about this. Why did I open up IG? Oh, no one. So as everybody should probably know, probably don't know, Nicki Minaj's brother was accused of rape a while back. He was actually accused of raping his stepdaughter. He was actually accused of raping his stepdaughter. I'll go into a little bit of detail in a minute, but first we're gonna read this page 6 article. I'll go into a little bit of detail in a minute about how they say that the situation happened. That's crazy. That all of this happened around the same time. Like, that's crazy. So while we're talking about Kobe Bryant's death, also in the news is Nicki Minaj's situation. It's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, it says Nicki Minaj's brother on Monday. Kobe died on Sunday. On Monday, Nicki Minaj's brother on Monday was sentenced to 25 years to life. For repeatedly raping his 11-year-old stepdaughter, as a judge laced into him for ruining the girl. Now, first of all, just so we could be 100% clear, yeah, he needs to get the latter part of that particular sentence. He needs to get the latter. He needs to just not get out no more. Period. Just keep him where he at. Jelani Mirage appeared stoic. Jelani Mirage appeared stoic in a Long Island courtroom before he learned his fate, following his conviction for predatory sexual assault and acting in a manner injurious to a child. Nassau County Supreme Court Judge Robert McDonald lambasted Mirage for sexually abusing the girl, saying that was his view, that you ruined this child. That's a fact. You raped this child. You raped her over and over again, McDonald said. The sentence comes 2 years after a jury handed down a guilty verdict for the sexual abuse, which began in 2015. The victim's brother witnessed Mirage assaulting his sister and later notified school officials. Mirage didn't appear in court to support her older sibling Monday, but Mirage's lawyer, David Schwartz, read a 2016 letter that the Tussa singer wrote in a bid to get her brother a lighter sentence. In the letter, the rapper referred to Mirage as the most patient, genuine, gentle, giving, selfless man I know. Mirage also pleaded for mercy at his sentencing, though he maintained that he is innocent of the charges. "I'd like to apologize for the pain that I have caused. I've had excessive drinking problem," he said, adding that he's just asking for mercy from the court. Before he was sentenced, the victim, who is now his former stepdaughter, bravely told the court that the abuse led to her becoming suicidal. "I don't think I could make it through the day without an anxiety attack," she said. "I felt I had no voice." She previously testified in Mirage's 2017 trial that he repeatedly... Oh, man. Alright, I'm not going to read no more of that. I'm hoping that he decides not to take protective custody. I don't really wish harm on people, but I'm hoping that he decides, or it's for whatever the reason is, he's not in protective custody. I don't think that he should be afforded that opportunity. Just so y'all can understand what the accusations were, we're talking about Nicki Minaj and Nicki Minaj's brother. Just so we could be 100% accurate, so you can know just how vicious, how much this man don't deserve any sympathy from anybody, from anyone. This man deserves zero sympathy. First of all, take into consideration that the only reason why anybody found out what was happening was because her brother happened to see an assault. So if her brother didn't see an assault, maybe it never stops. Now, she went on the stand and said, if I'm not incorrect, she said that what he told her is that if she told anybody what had happened, he was going to put it in her anus the next time, basically. Yeah, she was 11 years old. I don't know how old she was when the situation started, but at one point or another, she was 11 years old. I don't know how long it actually lasted. They said 2015. They went to court in 2017, so that's at least a year, maybe, of him repeatedly touching this young lady. And just so we could be clear, he said that he would put it in her anus if she either resisted or told anybody or something along those lines. Yeah, the brother walked in on the attack, and that's how he was found. So there were a lot of people that was upset at Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj wrote a letter to the judge. Can we have a vote real quick? Who is upset at Nicki Minaj for writing a letter to the judge asking the judge for leniency? You're upset at Nicki Minaj for writing a letter to the judge asking for leniency. You're not upset at Nicki Minaj for asking the judge for leniency for her brother. Oh, I'm sending my brother straight to jail. Well, I'm not sending him to jail, but I ain't. Well, yeah, I am, because I'm not gonna lie. If I walk in on any grown man having sex with a child, I don't care who they are. You getting talked on. Period. First, you're gonna get the hands put on you, and then we're gonna go take you to the authorities so you could explain what you was doing, just so we could be clear. So, yeah, that's not. I don't understand her writing a letter. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah. So if I walk in on anyone at all, on any grown adult, if it's two kids, what you gonna do? Beat the shit out of both of them? I don't know what to do if it's two kids. I'm gonna have to get somebody else to handle that. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Part of my language. But if it's a grown adult on a little kid, I mean, if it's two kids, I don't know what to do. Like, we gotta get counseling. But if it's a grown adult, I walk in and I see a grown adult on a little kid, that's not even, like, it's go time. Like, there's nothing to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not writing any letters. If you better hope I don't write a letter. That's basically what I'm saying. That's not a crime of passion. That man is sick. You mean when I walk in, there's gonna be the crimiest of passions. That can happen. I mean, I don't care if I could win in a fight or not. I'm probably gonna pick up the closest thing that I see that feels deadly. Just keeping it a stat. I don't care if you have something wrong with you. That doesn't give you the right to, first of all, he was married. He married the child's mother. That's for one. So whatever he was wrong with him ain't wrong enough for him to not be a functionable adult. We're not giving passes. If he has a mental disturbance or something like that, he still needs to be held responsible. I don't care. He still needs to be held responsible. This man told that little girl that he was gonna put it in the butt if she resisted or if she told anybody. That little girl's walking around all day, every day, in so much fear, and fear we can't imagine. Scared if anybody find out because she gonna be in trouble. Scared because it's gonna keep happening. There's nothing she could do about it. She's walking around in complete fear all day, every day. Probably the only time she felt safe was when she was at school. I would have wrote a letter talking about keep him. It's a whole fact. What, you want me to write a letter to your judge? You did what? You want me to write a letter? Nah, I got you. Don't worry about it, homie. Keep him. Sha Murder says, you 100% right. As a woman, I'm OD on your side. But that's her brother, and only they know what happened. I don't know what made her write that letter. I'm not writing the letter. He did it, and I don't think you get an excuse. He did it. I don't think you get an excuse. That's my opinion. Well, I'm gonna erase that world famous Mecha Peter. I'm not gonna hit you with nothing, but I'm gonna erase that because we not encouraging that energy. You feel me? We're not encouraging that energy. Alright? You good though. You feel me? I'm on your side, but we're not encouraging that energy. Nah, they gonna put him where they put all the rapists at. He gonna be okay, most likely. It's not like he got hide. Everybody here he's fooled. Everybody knows who he is. It's not like he got hide. I think two children could lie about the same thing 100%, but you don't think they took the little girl to a specialist to have her tested, see if she was played with? She's 11 years old. She's 11 years old. If a grown man been having sex with her, they should be able to tell. DSTN said he coming out a whole woman. He ain't coming out. He gonna stay in there a whole woman. Now, I get you, world famous Peter. I'm on your side. But we just not encouraging that energy. You feel me? If anybody, look, did y'all watch me when I go to the laundry? It takes me like 5 hours to do laundry because everybody stands. Not everybody, but you have some people that for whatever the reason is, when I go in the laundry, they stand right where I'm at. So I can't fold my clothes. I can't go in the machines. I can't do nothing. Stuff that it should take about 5-10 minutes to do. It take me like 20 minutes to do. So with all that being said, I forgot why I brought that up. Home Team Network says, yeah, that's the sad part. He's going to be in protective custody and highly unlikely that anything will happen to him except grow old. Sooner or later, he going to meet somebody. Somebody going to go past him sooner or later. He going to have a problem. He ain't going to be able to protect him 24/7, 7 days a week for 20 years. They ain't going to be able to protect him every minute for 20 years. What up, James S.? Not for 20 years. Look what somebody made of the people in the Kobe Bryant situation accident. Those are the people that was lost. This right here is a situation where there was a car accident. And that's Kobe Bryant trying to help the people and helping traffic and stuff like that until the police and everybody got there. Kobe Bryant stopped whatever he was doing to make sure that these people was okay after there was an accident. Kobe Bryant.
An accident in Newport. That's Kobe Bryant. That's Kobe Bryant right here in the paint, over the top of that silver car. That's his range with the blinkers on. Here they come. That's Kobe right there. Kobe. He's in an all pink tracksuit, looking fly. Got cars. One there. It's foggy, bad.
I just want to show that real quick. We're gonna get back to the talking about this other weirdo, but I just want to show that real quick. Kobe Bryant, man. Yeah, let's get back to talking about this weirdo. My apologies, I didn't mean to send us all the way left like that. Yeah, CEOs do beat people up too. That's a whole fact. But I don't want this to be lost on people. Like, any type of messing with children is like horrible, right? But yeah, he did say Kobe like he was shooting a fadeaway, because you already know that's what he does. Everybody do the Kobe. Everybody does that. His grown ass man. Like, they gotta do something. Like, okay, so I don't like the fact that a murderer could get out of prison quicker than a child molester. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you got people that could deal drugs and they go to jail longer than a child molester. I don't like any of that. Check this out. Shout out to Tamika Mallory. Check this out. Network, how you doing, Tamika Mallory? Yes, I'm down here. I've been to a couple of other events that you've been to. Would you like to give my people the word?
Oh, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Listen, we're out here fighting for justice. It's cold, but we're still out here. Wherever injustice rears its dirty head, we have a responsibility to stand up. We're celebrating Dr. King this week, but Dr. King wasn't just a dreamer or someone who sat around and talked about justice, yet he stood up and he stood in difficult places and in difficult times. And so let us be that. Let us not just, again, share socials about it and just, blog and write and be frustrated in the comfort of our homes, but let's get out here in the street and make sure that we are holding people accountable. Peace out.
Thank That's Yandy people. They work together all the time. I wanted to show that because I just wanted to be understood that we don't only talk about the regular people or black people that commit these heinous crimes. Tamika Mallory was just speaking about a DA, the Manhattan DA, who they have people who are raping girls and women, and the Manhattan DA is letting them off with no time, no nothing. So we have a problem in our community with people just raping females just in general. We have that actual problem in our community. And when I say our community, I'm not talking about black people in general. I'm saying in America, this is a real issue. I'm pretty sure it's an issue just on the planet in general. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm so upset at feminism, because a lot of times feminism fight for things that make females more vulnerable to get attacked. Even though I get it, we're all supposed to act like everybody is the same, but we're not the same, although we are equal. Somebody says there's a video of 6ix9ine chains and more being given to his mom right now on YouTube. Yeah, but I don't think that's news. I don't think 6ix9ine getting his chains back or his chains being given to his mom's is news. The only way that's news if those were the chains that was stolen. If those was the chains that was stolen and the police decided to give them back, that would be news. But those aren't the chains, because if it was, the pony chain would be there. That would be news. I don't think the chains in itself is news. Other people might though, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, me myself, I don't think the chains, 6ix9ine's chains being given to his mom's, is news unless it's the chains that were stolen being delivered back to his family, and that's not the case. If you can understand what I'm saying, like, we're following the chains that's just being taken back from the courthouse from when he was arrested and being given back to 6ix9ine. That's not news to me. Shout out to that though. Shout out to that happening. Yeah, shout out to that happening though. They didn't keep it down that you know, wherever they was holding him at after they arrested him. But like, I guess them getting the change back a whole year later is a big deal. But I mean, if those were the chains that was stolen, then yeah, I think that's a big deal. Those are not the chains that was stolen. I don't think that's a big deal. If you think that's a big deal, that's your right. Well, first of all, this dude was able to most likely get away because I wouldn't be surprised if that young girl tried to tell somebody and they didn't believe her at first. There was a video that was posted on IG or Facebook a while back, and it was a young girl. She was talking to her mother, and she was trying to tell her mother that at night some dude, some guy, her mother's boyfriend, was coming into her room, and the mother just didn't believe her, and she was videotaping her while she was telling the mother. So I'm telling you right now, I believe the young girl, because I don't see no reason why the young girl would lie about it and also tape herself telling her mother. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times these people get away because the mother knows. She just don't want to be lonely, and she knows. A lot of times the mother knows. Okay, I'm just kicking you. I don't even know you. What are you doing coming in here talking about other people's channels? Peace. All the bags. I don't know you. Can we get bags for that dude that came in here talking about somebody else's channel and I don't even know him? Are you gonna send somebody to some channel that I don't even know? Like, what's on that channel? Anything could be on that channel. Get out of here. That have that one video of that, and then every other video would be some kind of weirdo shit, and then they'd be like, "Yo, BBN be messing with that weirdo channel." Nah, we ain't doing that. You get all the way out of here, homeboy. All the way out. You know what? We gonna hit you with bags, right? Then we gonna wrap you all the way back around. So we can hit you with bags twice. Get out of here. We don't know what the hell is on that channel. Yeah. What the hell is on that? We don't know what's on that channel. What do you got out of here? Nobody cares about that. You're gonna go to that channel. It's gonna have that one good video, and then it's gonna have all the rest is gonna be effery. Get out of here. That's what they do. People will have one good video on their channel, and you be like, "Oh man, this video is kind of dope." You like the channel or whatever, might subscribe to the channel, and then the next thing you know, all the rest of the videos be some weirdo shit. You be like, "Who signed up for this?" Nah, we ain't doing that. Get out of here. But yeah, I didn't think the change was new, so I didn't talk about it. But so homeboy, yeah, homeboy, they need to. That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so I'm about to say something, and I don't know if this is true, and I'm not saying that this is true. I'm just saying that it's just reflective of something. But often when you have a person in a family who molests children, that family in itself has its own demons and has its own history of child molestation. I'm going to say that again. Often when you have somebody in a family that's running around molesting kids, in that family, there is a history of some sort of child molestation. So that in itself is a reason that I think we should also look at the situation like, the fuck is this? People are bidding for Kobe Bryant. Are these Game War sneakers? Yo, look how much people are bidding for these damn sneakers. These are Kobe Bryant sneakers. Wait. The sneakers on the bottom is not Kobe Bryant's. Those are not Kobe Bryant's. These are Jordans. And these Kobe's Jordans? How could they be on sale this quick, though? Okay, I don't know what this is about. Hold on, let me ask. $85,000 for a pair of sneakers, you could keep them. If I pay $85,000 for a pair of sneakers, I can never wear them. Keep them shits. What the hell I want them for? You out, Liberty? Sha Murder said, and yeah, I was thinking that, like, if he touched her and she was Stockholm Syndrome. 9 times out of 10, I believe that I always think that there's a good chance that young girl tried to say something or give somebody a hint, you know. But also, you got to understand, I wouldn't be surprised if she thought people already knew and was just scared and thought that if she tried to do anything opposite, that she'd get in trouble. Because I'm just want to be 100% honest with you. All right, later, Liberty. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you about the young girl and the whole situation. I think it's fishy that Nicki Minaj wrote a letter to the judge. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think that's fishy. I think her writing a letter to the judge kinda lets the rest of us know that she knew he had a problem. Oh, she also said he threatened to have her and her brother sent away. I believe it. Because that's something that you could tell a child, and the child don't know no better. You know, depending on how the relationship is with the custodial parent. That's why I'm always telling people, we have to love our children. Like, sometimes you got kids growing up that don't feel loved. Like, this is a real thing going on. You got kids growing up that don't feel no love, that don't feel like they're loved in their home. This is a real thing going on. And then you got selfish people that say, oh, they'll grow out of it. What do you mean they'll grow out of it? This isn't a pair of shoes. It's a child that doesn't feel like they're being loved at home. It's a child that feels like if there's a problem, they don't have somebody that they can go talk to get the problem fixed. It's a child that every time that they might feel like they don't have a voice. Like, what do you mean they'll grow out of it? What kind of shit is that? The worst thing you can do to anybody is ask them to get used to being treated badly. That's one of the worst things you can do to anybody. Tell them to get used to being treated badly. Now imagine people that's doing that to children. And you have a lot of people, some people doing it not even on purpose. Some people just doing it accidentally because that's what they were taught. And they're doing that to their children. Look, that's when a little brother walked in. She didn't want him to tell or they would be sent away. This is what she's being told. Sha Murder says exactly. That's why I can't be mad at Nicki for the letter. Was it right? Hell no. Bad choice? Hell yes. But I don't know what motivated her to do that. I think Nicki is essentially broken and think this is why. Now, look at when we talked about the R. Kelly situation, right? R. Kelly was getting molested by his sister since he was like 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that, right? And the sister was also molesting. Isn't that the name? Mark. Don't you got the same name as the pilot? Doesn't the pilot have a similar name like that? So, last name. So, R. Kelly was getting molested, right? So, all I'm saying is that it seems to me like if Nicki Minaj just so cavalierly try to defend her brother for molesting a little girl, that it just seems to me like that's something that, like, that's not acceptable to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not acceptable. Like, if something like that happened, that wouldn't be acceptable. It wouldn't be something that I could just not care about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, God forbid it's a situation that I could do nothing about because I'm not there to be able to prevent a thing, right? I'm not going to then try to speak up for the person who's committing such a heinous act in any form or fashion, because to me it's not acceptable. By Nicki Minaj writing that letter, I feel like to her she believes it's acceptable for whatever her personal reasons might be. Maybe it's just her brother, so she's like, I'm just gonna go down with my brother, I don't care what he do. That might be the situation. It might be that simple. It might be that simple. She's just like, that's my brother and I'm gonna rock out with him no matter what he do. I don't care if he murders the Pope. I don't care if he murders the Pope and then rapes the Pope or some stupid crap or whatever he does. I don't care if he tries to, I don't know, kidnap the man in the moon. He's my brother. I'm always gonna support him. So that might be her position on the matter. It might not have anything to do, but I'm just saying this is an alternate, but that's just something to think about. This guy's out there having sex with children. Children. Sean Murder said, never acceptable, but again, R. Kelly was a victim as well. He belongs in prison, but I'm not about to ignore his health issues either. No, I think anyone having sex with a child has mental health issues. I think the act of having sex with a child proves that you have mental health issues. That act in itself, but yes, you should 100% do all the time. I tell the story while I'm not gonna say the girl's name, but when I was young, I used to have this girl that I was head over heels for, right? I just head over heels for. I was young, she was young. I was absolutely head over heels for her. She was a bully. I think I like girls that's like a little bit of a bully. It's encouraging. Anyway, she was kind of a bully. She was 100%. She used to bully me all the time. Just keep it a whole stack. I was head over heels for her. She used to bully me all the time. Just keep it in the stack. So anyway, there was a period in time where she was disclosing to me that she had problems in her home. I was really, really fortunate at this. There was a period in my life where I was extremely fortunate. And to be perfectly honest with you, she could have possibly had came and moved in with me. And I was a teenager. If I would have told my pops, yo, look, this is my girlfriend, yada, yada, this and this and that. And I would have explained to her the problems that she had at home. Most likely we would have took her to the police, took her to the hospital, all that stuff. And helped her out, but I wouldn't be surprised. They probably would have put her somewhere, like, cause you gotta go to the police. But I think there's just a lot. It's a lot I don't really want to say because it's somebody else's real personal. But she had problems at home to the point where she was cutting herself and everything else. So when people talk about molestation, like, this really hits home with me because I was head over heels for her. Like, I can't even explain. She was just such a meanie. She was just so mean. She was just so mean. I ain't gonna lie, I miss her. Like, not miss her like, oh, I want to be with her again, but I have very fond memories of her. That's what I'll say. I have very, very fond memories of her. She was a bully. Straight bully. She was just so mean. She was dope. But yeah, she had her own problems and issues. So this is a problem that we just have. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to start when other people see you and your child is close, they're less likely to do something to your child. So be close with your child. Be close with your child. Build a bond with your child. Shy Murder says people with good hearts attract hurt souls. It's a gift and a curse. Is that what it is? She was dope though. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I like mean girls. I don't know. We gonna call it a night. We gonna wrap it up early today. Oh, these are Kobe Bryant sneakers. I guess these is his personal ones or something. I don't know. These can't be Kobe Bryant sneakers. They're different sizes. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that was supposed to be. You guys is retarded. Everybody start putting up ladybugs. Shout out to Ladybug. No, 2020 has been jam packed. It is not you. There's a lot going on in 2020 already. We're gonna call it a night. We're gonna call it a wrap. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more energetic tomorrow. I'm not really feeling up. I'm not really feeling that well tonight. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more energetic tomorrow. My apologies. It's just a lot going on in the world, man. It's just getting crazy out here. It's a whole fact. What's tomorrow? I'm gonna tomorrow's Tuesday. Relax it. Start trouble. We're gonna call it a wrap. I'm trying to find time to get stuff done, so I'm working something out in my brain. I was gonna probably there's gonna be a morning coffee this week that we're gonna miss. We're gonna have to miss one of the morning coffees this week. There's nothing I can do about it. So one of the morning coffees this week is gonna be off. There's nothing I can do about it currently. I'm gonna have to take. I don't know what day it's gonna be. It won't be tomorrow though. With that being said, let's first salute to Morning Coffee Awards for January 27th. Definitely appreciate y'all, everybody who donated to the chat this morning. Shout out to Home Team Network with the dub drive to the Cash App. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Also, real quick, to everybody that donated to the chat tonight, I'm under the weather tonight, so I'm not. So I'm guessing everybody's a little under the weather too. Hold on. I had the damn thing up. Where did I put it? Oh, I know where to get it. What am I doing? Shout out to Ron Durr with the $5 drive and Big Boy with the $5 drive. Definitely appreciate you, brothers. You guys are the best. We need to get back to hip hop on this channel. Every time I start putting together some hip hop stuff and I start getting ready to get back into hip hop, another freaking weird ass situation happens. Another tragedy comes about. It's crazy out here in these streets. But we got to get back to hip hop sooner or later. So there's a couple of things that I'm working on just involved to get back into hip hop just in general. But we will be going through with the Kobe Bryant tribute that we will be doing for the whole week. And I guess this might be our first introduction back into the sports world, where we will be talking about more sports just in general. Just seeing how important sports is actually to the culture. So we will be talking about sports in general just more. I'm going to have to let y'all go. If you got anybody still awake in your household, please give them a hug and tell them you love them. We do not know what will come or what will be of tomorrow. So please, let people have their flowers now. Please don't go to bed angry. Go to bed happy. Go to bed with an understanding. Go to bed feeling like tomorrow is going to be better than whatever the hell today was. That's what we're doing. We are creating greatness. So please, stay focused. Sometimes the hardest work you're going to do is the work that can't nobody see. That's the work that Kobe Bryant stood for. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. Mamba out.